Hello, Pix 106. Who do we have here?
This is Red Rock, Sammy Hagar of all people.
Sammy Hagar, good to hear from you, buddy. Boy, everyone around here, Albany, New York, just loves you, and they're loving the new song, Mas Tequila.
Oh man, that's great. I'm coming to town around there, and we're going to be having a little party down there. Not in Albany, but I mean that's close enough, isn't it?
Sure, it's about 2.5 hours down south. Now, the Hard Rock Cafe, they actually have a performance venue, or do they just move a couple tables aside?
No, we're just moving tables aside. This is just a party. This isn't a concert. We're not going to bring lights and all that stuff. We're just going to have a little PA and my band with the drums and the guitars and amplifiers and stuff, and we're just going to kind of like jam as if we'd do it at my house or something. My house isn't that big. I don't think we get 500 or 600 people in my house, but I've tried before. But no, we're going to just play right up in your face. It's going to be live and in person and very personal.
That picture on the cover of the single, is that your club down in Mexico?
Yeah, that's the Cabo Wabo. That's for Mas Tequila. You hear some crowd noise in there and stuff. That's real crowd noise. We didn't record the song live or anything, but I took the crowd noise from my birthday bash at the Cabo Wabo, and we used it on the record in a couple on the Red Voodoo CD. We used it in a couple different places, just for the ambience. Because what are you going to do? Go to the record company and say, do you have any audience archives that we can use for this? Nah, you use the real people, man.
How involved are you in like the day-to-day operations of the club? I mean, are you down there quite a bit, or?
I just got back late last night.
So if we were to stop in, there's a good chance of running into you down there.
I'm down there about 5 and 6 months out of the year. Not in one long stay, but bouncing back and forth. And hey, I mean, I it's not like it's some kind of a business. I mean, I live down there, man. I go down there. I built this club so I'd have a place to play and a place to hang out and a place for the fans to go. It's like a shrine. It's got all the memorabilia from my whole career, going back to Montrose, to Van Halen, to the latest stuff. And fans make posters and they draw them and we put them up on the walls. And we got license plates from every state in the world. So. That say things, like Red Rocker or Pound Cake or
sure, yeah,
Marching to Mars or something. We got all these licenses. We hang them up all over. It's quite the trip, man. It's turned into a pretty kind of what would you call it? It's kind of like getting down home. It's getting a very homey feeling in there,
Hey, maybe you can set the record straight on this. I don't know if this is an urban legend or not. Probably every town everywhere lays claim to the song "I Can't Drive 55," but legend has it that it actually
Albany, New York, baby.
Hey, that is true then.
You want to hear the short version? I flew in from Africa. I was in Africa for a vacation with my family, and I flew in from 24 hours. I had been flying from Kenya to Cairo, from Cairo to Rome, from Rome to London, from London to New York City, from New York City, about midnight, a commuter I took to Albany, and I was going to Lake Placid. I was driving from Albany in a rent-a-car with my family, burnt to a crisp at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got pulled over for doing 62 miles an hour, and I said to the cop, man, I can't drive 55. And I said, uh-oh. The light went on. I went to my place in Lake Placid. I had a log cabin there, and I went there, and I picked up my guitar about 4:30 in the morning by the time I got there, and I wrote that song, and that's no jive.
Just banged it out. Yep. Hey, listen, let's take a break and play the new one here, Mas Tequila. So, not actually recorded live. I was wondering about that.
But you know what? It
might
feels
as well
live
be.
Because it was recorded live in my basement. That's for sure.
Well, listen,
I recorded this whole record at my house.
You had some really good players on Marching to Mars. You had a Slash and Mickey Hart. Any guest stars on Red Voodoo?
Well, just my band. After the Marching to Mars record and tour 110 shows with Marching to Mars with the Wobble Ritas, Mona, Vic, Dave, and Jesse, and we just went straight to the studio with them. And I used a couple of guests. I used Roy Rogers, again, the slide player, not on this
fantastic
song,
musician.
Played one guitar stuff on
Marching to Mars, or Little White Lie.
Little White Lie.
Yeah,
he was the slide player, and I used him, and I used the horns of Tower Power horns on one song, and that's it. Other than that, it's just my band and myself having a damn good time being it.
Yeah, let's hear Mas Tequila now on Pix 106. Hang on the line. We'll be right back with you. Pix 106 and Mas Tequila, the first track we've got from Red Voodoo. New CD from Sammy Hagar. Sammy's on the line with us right now. Sammy,
the ultimate party tune. Don't even say anymore. This is all about partying. This whole CD, Red Voodoo, is about partying. It's about having fun. It's like, since the Van Halen split and all that stuff, I went through kind of a down period where I was a little angry. I wasn't having as much fun. I was so driven from the Marching to Mars thing. I was just saying, I'm going to show those guys. I'm going to show those guys. And it took, all of a sudden I found myself being too serious and too, like, angry. And it was starting to take a little bit of the fun out of what I really like to do. And what I like to do is I like to throw a party at, when I come to town, I like it to be a party, not just a rock concert where you come, you sit down, you watch a show, and you go home. When you're finished with this, my slogan is the Wobble Readers. You're going to love us tonight, but you're going to hate us in the morning. Because it's all about just letting go and going into that red voodoo zone. And Mas Tequila is the epitome of it. I think it's the party tune of my whole career.
So you pretty much set out to write a party anthem, and you succeeded. Since you mentioned, coming to town, and what are the tour plans? Are you coming any closer to Albany, New York?
Absolutely. We're going on tour. The tour starts May 1st, the real tour. This is just a promotion of tour because the single's out.
Sure.
And my tequila's, I've been making this tequila at the Cabo Wabo for 7 years, and it's great tequila, but it's a really small little factory that can't
crank it out, yeah.
Microbrewery type
sure.
tequileria in the town of Tequila. And there's a real town called Tequila.
Boy, I'd love to try some of that.
Oh, it's the best. So the point is that we've got 10,000 cases last year that we stockpiled up and shipped out various states. And so there's a little bit here and there. So I'm going out, and the Hard Rocks wanted to put it in all the Hard Rocks. And so I volunteered to play for them if they would throw a party. If they would turn the Hard Rock into a Cabo Wabo for one night. So that's what happened. So this is just a promotion for all that, and when we're done with that party, then we're going to go through a big party in every town. I'll be on tour for a year.
Great. Well, listen, we're going to have a couple of contest winners in the audience on Tuesday night down at the Hard Rock Cafe.
You'll never see them again.
People are going nuts trying to win the CD, too. We've got a big box of them we're giving out.
Oh, great.
Listen, I just have a question for you from a fan. I was soliciting some questions. A guy wanted to know where he could write to get a hold of you. I got the feeling it was a songwriter, maybe wanted to run some lyrics by you, or is there somewhere where you would actually get the correspondence?
Absolutely. You can always write to MCA Universal. I don't know the exact address, but it's MCA Records at Universal City in Burbank, or Universal City, whatever.
Okay. It looks like the address is probably on a CD. So
probably in California, and they have a really great mail department. They make sure I get all my fan mail. I get tons of fan mail through them. They sort it out very well. And I don't have a fan club and things like that. I have my website, which is redrocker.com.
Yeah.
And CaboWabo.com and SammyHagar.com, all that stuff. So you can go through that, too. But it's a little more complicated because when I'm out on the road, it's hard for me to get email.
Hard for you to check in. Okay, hey, boy, it's great to talk to you, man. I don't think you've played Albany proper since someone said you opened for Journey or something back in '77. We've seen you.
Well, we played in Van Halen. We played there.
Sure, many times. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a solo artist, no, and you know what? And that's a shame. And I just have to make the commitment right here on the phone. Hold me to it. If I don't show up, don't buy a ticket for it. That's all.
All right.
I'm serious. On this tour, we're going to try to play every single market. I tried to do it last time. Played 110 shows in America last March to March, so I can't believe we didn't make it to Albany. Played Rochester.
Okay, well, put us down for this next tour. Starts May 1st. Great to hear from you, as always. Look forward to seeing you in concert, and we look forward to hearing the rest of the album, too, Red Voodoo.
Peace, love, and happiness, and the party goes on.
Sammy Hagar, live on Pix 106. Thanks, Sammy.
Thanks, man.
All right, bye.